What's up guys, Broken Notes here with some more King's Raid, and today I'll be discussing some important tips to help you guys progress the early to late game a lot quicker and efficiently. So this is a part 1 of 2 of my tips videos, and I will be discussing things you should not do while playing King's Raid to get to the late game as strong as possible. And of course, all this is opinion based, and this is what I've done to get to where I'm at currently in the game. Let's start this off with rubies. So this tip specifically is more towards the casual spenders and free-to-play players, because your rubies are extremely precious to you and you need to be as efficient as possible with them. So that's why you shouldn't focus on unique weapons or skins. Especially skins, since those are cosmetics and all it does, it gives you like a 3% XP and gold bonus if I'm correct on those numbers. And at least with the unique weapons, it does help you get to the late game, quicker. And you get those artifacts, but it's not guaranteed. It's better off if you focus on something that's like loot scrolls and getting those double fragments to helping you get to those transcendent skills as soon as possible. So that's why you should always save your rubies for other methods and not spend them on unique weapons or skins. This tip is pretty much straight to the point, easy to understand, and if you can't do 60 or above raids, it's just not worth touching at all. Of course, you want to get your level up, but it's not worth farming. That's what I meant to say. It's not worth farming at all when you could be farming story mode gear, which can get you to chapter 6 just as fine. Because dealing with legendary gear is expensive to actually not maintain. It's expensive to actually level up, and it's bad for your gold, it's bad for your energy. You shouldn't even be touching raid unless you're doing 60 or above. Well, you shouldn't even be farming raid unless you're 60 and above. Next up is the hero that everybody gets for free, and that is Roy. Roy, he's an extremely difficult hero to build properly since he's so heavily reliant on crit rate, attack, crit damage, all that good stuff that you want your DPS to have. But just building him correctly is extremely difficult, and that's why it's not worth it for early to mid game player to actually focus on Roy. Instead, whatever your 2-star ticket was, hopefully it wasn't a tank, but whatever DPS 2-star hero that you picked out for your ticket, definitely use that, upgrade it. I'm definitely gonna also that's like in my other guide I'm going to create in the future, what the things that you should do to help you progress. I'll be talking about that in the future, but definitely Roy, you shouldn't even be touching him. He's like that hero that you should have dormant in your hero inventory until you're able to do until you be able to auto like chapter 6 final boss at 100% success rate. So yeah, you shouldn't even worry about Roy. Now next up is talking about Cleo, another hero that everybody gets. Is with Cleo, and of course there's also diving into my other guide video I'm going to make, tip video I'm going to make, is that there's other options that I would prefer over Cleo. She's probably, again, maybe in the same boat as Roy. I never really built her. She's still like a 2-star. She's just chilling in my hero inventory, but there's just better options like Pavel, better options like, what else? What's his name? No, her name is Maria. Her CC is insane. It's good throughout the whole game. PvE, PvP, Maria is godlike. But Cleo, I'm not saying she's bad, but I wouldn't recommend even focusing on her. I wouldn't recommend it when there's better options. Another important tip I can give you is to not use assassins early on, and that is because I believe it's a lot more efficient. Well, at least a lot better and easier to protect your DPS if they're in the back line. Like Radina, for example, she's just in the back chilling and she had to worry about any damage besides those, the tree nuts. They can actually attack the backline directly, or just those enemies that can actually teleport throughout the whole battlefield. But overall, it is better to use a backline DPS. Using that frontline DPS can be dangerous because that DPS can die a lot. And it just is not, I don't think it's worth it to actually, focus on those assassins that's so frontline heavy, or even if they can teleport to the back line. It is possible that, some of the enemies can de-aggro from whatever they're attacking and end up focusing your assassin, and your assassin can get blown up. depending on whatever the situation. So this is the last and final tip that I remember to write down for this whole video. You know, unfortunately, you know, I'm from NA, so, you know, you suck at math, you know, brain delay, you guessed it right, I'm from NA. Yeah, you know how it is. No, but seriously, the last thing I could truly recommend is you should not be magic or physical damage heavy, because you'll be severely punished if you do that. Mainly because a lot of these chapters are gimmicky. Like, for example, some chapters, I don't remember exactly which chapter, but some chapters is like you're immune. Well, the enemy is immune to physical damage. In fact, that's actually chapter 6. Chapter 6, there's this mage that puts like a barrier on itself, and it's immune to physical damage. Also, it heals. So if you have a full physical damage team, unless you can actually stun lock it, you're screwed. Because it's just going to heal up all the damage you committed on it, and then it is going to be doing more damage to your team and rinse and repeating. And of course, you're on a time limit, because once they're enraged, they're just going to one-shot all your heroes. And the same thing with, I think it's chapter 5. There's some enemies, I think, that can apply a barrier that's immune to all magic damage, which can really screw you over, because that's a lot of time being wasted. Unless you go CC lock them, you're going to get hit by the timer hitting 0, and then the whole enemies, all the enemies are enraged, and you get one shot. So pretty much that's everything that I remembered on the top of my head when I made this video. That's everything I remembered to write down for the list that you guys should do to help you progress. Of course, I'm going to have my next video out shortly. That's for the what you should do to help you progress. And you guys should look out for that. I want you guys to have a great day, great night, all that good stuff. And, you know, I'm out. See you later.